Okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala, Kohalim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Kahadash. Double honors to our apostles, elders of Great Millstone who were well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to say the waters, all the Akim and Ahwaf, that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawach. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just a ride and drive, ride and talk, flowing in the Spirit, see where the Spirit leads. I just wanted to, kind of kick it about the little mirth as far as yesterday, the bread and circus, that Super Bowl, and the Bad Bunny performance that's got all these damn Edomites pissed off. These Edomites are fucking pissed. And, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Esau is so pissed to the point where he'll turn up these ice rays, man, to a whole nother level because of that in particular. You know what I'm saying? Because that Bad Bunny shit, it really, they took a shit pretty much that, the Ephraim pretty much took a shit on America, man, during that Super Bowl performance, man. Even though it was wicked as hell, because he did have the wicked ass GAY scene in the shit with two dudes, you know what I'm saying, which we already knew he's gonna. I'm surprised he didn't take it any further, you know what I'm saying, but we already know 2/3 of the Israelites are wicked as all hell. So I'm not promoting that, but to see the actual performance, and to see Jake, because those are Northern and Southern Kingdom was performing together, but you can see Judah and Israel and Ephraim basically oppressed together. The Israelites all oppressed together. These are the same people that they're locked in on. These are the same people that they're so focused on calling them immigrants when you have so-called Chinese people here. Now I was listening to the who was that? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, it was the GMS, the elder in Boston, and he was going into a video, and we've been saying it all along because you don't see them. He went into a video with Iran, which I had no idea that Iranian Americans, other than in Iran, the biggest Iranian population supposedly is in California, and I never knew that. But you don't hear about ICE going out there and raiding. They in California doing raids, but it's only on guess who? The Northern Kingdom, the Israelites. They're not going in and doing no raids on Iran. But isn't there this tension with America and Iran about them with the uranium and shit and building bombs and shit? Aren't they supposedly be, at somewhat of a small war with them? Wars, rumors of wars. Why aren't they going into those neighborhoods and rounding up them sleeper cells or the people that they claim, that would, bomb a damn building? What about them people? Then also, you have the so-called Chinese population that's here. Aren't you so-called at odds with China? Isn't China supposedly supplying Iran with weapons and stuff? But you don't see ICE going into these Chinese neighborhoods, right? What about Russia? There's a whole bunch of Russians here calling themselves Russian Americans. What about them? Aren't you at odds with Russia? And so the elder made a good point about who they're actually after, which we know. We've been saying it all along. What I'm saying? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We're not ignorant of how this man is getting down. We know who he's after. We know who he's coming after. And it's prophetic. That's how you know, too, that them scriptures is real, man. You can't get around the fact that them scriptures, them prophecies are not playing out, just like how the Lord said they would play out. Because the Lord said his word will not return to him void. Those scriptures are playing out beautifully, man. But at the same time, too, you can see that the mirth is gone. That Super Bowl was, whack as hell overall. It wasn't really shit, The best part of that shit was Bad Bunny's wicked ass performance, basically. And like I said again, we're not promoting this guy, but you also had what supposedly this guy Kid Rock. I don't know why he calling himself a kid. That motherfucker looked like he about an 80-year-old with that dumbass mustache. But supposedly they were supposed to be having like an alternative halftime show for the racists. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're gonna have a show that's gonna be separate from real American values, and all you motherfuckers is in the Epstein files. You know, you're gonna have a show for the Epstein file viewers, or the pedophile protectors and shit. But supposedly, I heard it was canceled, but at the same time too, I heard it, he was lip syncing some shit. But anyway, the numbers, when you get down on the numbers of Bad Bunny show and the numbers of Kid Rock show, it wasn't even no comparison. And I was going into the comment boards on some of those stories, and they was completely shitting on Kid Rock. And they was praising Bad Bunny, but you know what I'm saying? Of course you had some racists in the comments, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? What, he done the whole show in Spanish or whatever the fuck they was talking about. Acting as if, they didn't learn Spanish from you damn Edomites. Because that's where they learned it from. You know what I'm saying? The conquistadors or whoever the fuck, I'm going to have to fact check it, but overall, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't speaking no damn Spanish before you so-called white people beat it into them. And then you mad about them speaking it. Crazy work, bro. Crazy work. But Esau is starting to be shown to be the wicked, and it's not looking good for them, and they're not popular no more. That's the thing. Esau is unpopular as fuck right now in the world. I was just watching, I got to finish watching the rest of the Elder Malcolm's video where he's going into J.D. Vance, over there in Italy, at the Olympic Games, him and his wife, his brown wife, being booed, you know what I'm saying, over there. And basically from what they were saying, that, they was trying to tell the crowd, please don't boo the American officials, but man, they booed the shit out of that guy. He's sitting there looking stupid as hell. Like, these people don't like you, man. Y'all done created an atmosphere of not being liked, man. You think that you would have a sense enough to move with some, they're kids, man. They don't have no wisdom. They're foolish men. They're the basis of men. And it shows. These are not professional men. You can go to a Burger King drive-thru and get more professional attitude than you can get from them people, man. Them people are fucking stupid. You can't get around it. Saying dumbass shit on stage. I'm talking about saying dumb shit just for the world to see. Like, where's the decorum? You might as well take off them suits and ties, man, and just go ahead and throw on some damn overalls, man. Do your speech with a wad of tobacco in your fucking mouth, man. Take a spit in a damn spit cup or something. Or just spit on the fucking podium floor. You might as well just go ahead and show that true caveman. You just acting like a damn caveman in a suit and tie for the world to see. Shit crazy, bro. And we applaud it. Because this is what we've been praying for. The fall of our enemies. We're witnessing the fall of our enemies, man. And they gonna come down harder because they hurts them. When Esau gets hurt, he starts to do shit, He's a very spiteful child, man. Look at all these damn chemtrails out here. All these fucking chemtrails. He's just out here spraying shit. This man gotta go, man. Look at all that shit. But yet you the righteous. You tearing up the damn planet, but yet you the righteous. But yeah, that show, that Bad Bunny show got a lot of views, man. I think they were saying like 175 million people was watching that shit, as opposed to Kid Rock supposedly 4 million. And I made a comment too, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of, like jokingly saying, a lot of those mega so-called white women, they was sneaking off to the back talking about, yeah, let me go check the food, honey. And they was watching that Bad Bunny show on their damn phone or something in the backdrop. Motherfuckers weren't watching no goddamn Kid Rock, man. No boring ass Kid Rock. Because Jake got salt, man. Jake bring flavor to them Super Bowls, man. And all this shit. They was mad about, they're talking about the black, I don't even know why so-called black people sing a damn anthem to this place. The black, what they call it, the black national anthem. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know why they, they always got some nigga. I don't know, though. I think it might have been an old clip. I remember, I know they showed the older clip from, I think 2006, when Aretha Franklin was alive. She sung it. But I think somebody else sung it too. I can't think of the lady name. But you know, them Edomites is pissed about that shit. They was mad, man. They was mad. So they're losing. Esau is very frustrated right now. He's losing right now. I'm talking about badly, man. And again, it gives us that joy. It gives us joy to actually see the fall of this man. Because Esau always been doofy. He always been stupid as hell. You know, but the Lord has him where he has that power of the sword, and he has the power of the economy. He has the power of the money. He's able to swindle shit with his law, you know, those unrighteous decrees. But see, the Lord is starting to basically expose him, though. That's 2 Thessalonians 2:3. You know, the man of lawlessness, that man of sin, the man of the son of perdition has to be revealed before the coming of the Lord, man. And that's what's happening right now. They're exposing them with them Epstein files. That shit is crazy as hell. Because they still find this shit. They still find this stuff. And it's crazy that this man hasn't been brought up on charges and fucking impeached and thrown into that orange jumpsuit, man. Along with all these other guys, but they run the country. This is their kingdom. They're the rich and mighty. They're the ones that's writing the laws. They're the ones that's in control of the laws. They're the ones that's in control of the government, law enforcement. And even though you got these fake ass law enforcement officers, you know full well these men are guilty, and y'all not even going in to grab their asses up to investigate them like you would normally do anybody else. Any accusations like that coming up against a nigga, they grabbing his ass up immediately. And you know it. Here you go, these guys are fucking in positions of running a country, bro. Now, in some of these other European countries, they not having that shit. They you know, they're doing investigations on some of these guys, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are being ousted. Some of them are just resigning in general. But there's a lot of people and a lot of nasty things that's popping up in them Epstein files. So people starting to really see, like, what's going on, man. And Esau's women are against him, too. A lot of these women, man, they like, oh, hell no, what the fuck? Because they figure it could be them. They really have some sensitivity about, or, you know, in some of these beta male Edomites, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not alpha males. If they was really alpha males, they would really be going after these motherfuckers. But, you know, these beta male men, oh, I got daughters. What if they were my daughters? You know, what if this was my little girl? So a lot of them was pissed, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got them incestuous backwoods, three-toothed ass Edomites. They with that shit. They don't care because they into incest anyway. They into, you know, dealing with the pets. You know, they into bestiality. Esau's a base man. Very base. And it's starting to be shown. And again, I don't know why they stand there with them suit and ties on. That used to be their costume or their covering as to if they were intelligent or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that was their intelligence, so to speak, or pretty much like their Batman / Bruce Wayne, you know, outfit. You know what I'm saying? When they put on that suit, that's them being Batman. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He got on his mask, or basically his Superman / Clark Kent. He puts on that suit and tie, you know what I'm saying? He becomes Clark Kent. You know, you don't really know who he really is, you know. But he's out there, you know what I'm saying? Basically with the suit and tie on, with his shirt unbuttoned, and you can see the Superman symbol, so to speak. Like, oh shit, that's Superman. You know, not to say that they Superman, because they ain't super about nothing but being wicked as hell. But you know, they're showing who they really are on front. And them Europeans, see them other Europeans, they, you know, they have somewhat of some decorum, man. You know, they not generally on TV name calling and calling reporters piggy and, you know what I'm saying, lashing out and shit at report and doubling down on, you know, like this stupid ass shit with this, you know, Obama shit, you know, and Michelle Obama with the monkey faces and shit, you know, that type of shit. This man up at 1:30 in the morning just, you know, putting out shit on his Truth Social, you know, just like he's a big ass fucking kid, man. No professionalism whatsoever. So you got to think like, okay, well, how do you even know about government to even be running government if you acting like that? Shit crazy, bro. But you got these megas, you know, it's some megas that's 100% behind him. But he has lost a lot of support. Because some of them guys, I mean, they got to have sense enough to know, look, this dude fucking up. All of them can't be that goddamn stupid. Because you do have megas that, they got companies. They actually have some professional or, professionalism about them. You know what I'm saying? They'll do, business. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to take your car to their mechanic shops, they'll do your shit right normally. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to really hustle you over like the hood motherfuckers would, I'll say. You got the motherfuckers that own, your Walmarts and your, and your, just businesses in general. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, hold on. You got us looking bad. What are you doing? And it just is what it is, man. It's just time for this place to fall, man. It's time for this place to fall. You can feel the energy of it not being, this place is, it's not a well place. The scripture talks about giving her bomb. She roughly paraphrasing, she would not be healed. No, this place is done, man. This place can't be healed. You can see that it's sick. It's a sickening place. It's a sick place. The people are sick, but the atmosphere is sick. It's just you can just see it and feel it. It's weird. Shalakia. But anyway, I'm pretty much about at my destination. I just wanted to just chop it up on that real quick. That these Edomites are pissed off right now. They can see that their shit is caving. And another thing that I would say too is, before Esau allows anybody else to have this motherfucker, he'll blow this bitch up. He'll tear this whole shit down. So just know that. And that's the mindset. That's pretty much where they at right now. They're going to come down with that great wrath because they know that they have but a short time, first off. And if all else fails, they're going to blow this whole shit up. They'll burn this whole shit down if that's the case. So I'm going to end out there, man. I pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yasha Allah and a Baba Bar.